What's up, guys? We're doing a video on the Season of War skins. The gist of the video is they're just too damn expensive. That's pretty much what it comes down to. It's pretty much the whole video. What, you want to know more? Alright, I'll tell you the information I know, but it's not going to change the price. It still sucks. Let's jump into it. What's up, everybody? This is Night Viper, and today we are talking about a new feature in the Last Fortress. It is Season of War skins. Basically, these are new outfits that your heroes can wear that also gives them a boost to their first skill. And I want to go over their before and after skills and how much this costs. So if you're interested in that, stick around. And don't forget to subscribe so you're notified on my next video. It will be a video on the Duel Day series that I'm doing, Day 4 Recruitment Day. Just finishing the edit on that. And then also check out the Discord, because everything I go over in my videos I have in the Discord so you can see all the information. There's a ton of information on the game in there. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, so different skins for the heroes. Basically you have skins for Harman, Chichiro, and Kin. And what we're looking at is, if you don't know how to get there, it's in your trade center. So go to the helicopter, trade center, and then down on the bottom left it says skin shop, and this is where you're going to get to. So you have these three different skins for these heroes, and like I said before, it gives you a bonus for using them. It also costs these skin coins, and I'm just going to go over all the information that I've gotten from it. If you have more information, it would be great if you left it in the comment section so we can all learn from each other, because they're not really good at releasing details on any of this stuff. I don't know if it's just like the vagueness makes people buy more and find out that way or what, but it kind of makes it so the rest of us don't know what's supposed to happen. So let's go into what they've given us so far. We have their announcement, which just basically says Season of War skins available for these seasons, and I don't know if that's a typo. That's a big season. A new skin shop is available in the Trade Center. For every 1,000 skin coin fragments consumed, you can activate a specific Season of War skin, which will enhance your skills. That's all we got on it, basically. So the rest of it is by clicking and finding out. And basically what we have in the Trade Center, we don't have anything you can click on. There's nothing saying what this is about. But if you click on the heroes, it will give you some information. We're going to start off with Harman. This is his regular look. You click on the picture over here, we have Harman's new look, which is kind of pro wrestler Harman. And this exclamation point down here does give you some information. It says, after you equip the skin, the enhanced skill will take effect immediately. The effect will disappear after you switch to another skin. Alright, so this is the enhanced effect. Staunch Will, which is his first skill. And it will tell you the new stats for this first skill, but if you're like me, you won't remember what his old stats were, so it's hard to compare. On Discord, I actually have compared both of them. I put them side by side so we can easily see what's what. So I'm just going to just go around on the actual game for you guys, though, just in case somebody doesn't have Discord. If you don't, though, jump into it because there's a lot of information on the game. But let's go to Harman first. So Harman, his first skill is Staunch Will, and it basically, Harman has a shield for his allies, bestowing a damage shield 58% of his attack, while bestowing an additional damage shield on himself 80% of his attack. So shield for allies up to 58%, I have it maxed out. Shield for himself up to 80%, I have it maxed out. That's why the numbers are up here. So the max numbers are going to be 58 and 80. Now, if you click the little t-shirt in the bottom left corner, you can also get to the skin screen. So click on Harman and Staunch Will, and you can see that it starts at 57%. The other one ended at 58% for the shield for his allies. Well, now it goes all the way up to 87% for those allies to have a shield. On himself, it ended at 80%, and now it goes all the way to 120%. So pretty big jumps on these. But there's also an additional skill that's added, an additional perk, and this is when Harman bestows shield on all his allies, his damage mitigation is plus 2.5% lasting 2 rounds. So on top of the other 2 things that it does, now it does a third thing. It's going to give an additional, his damage mitigation of plus 2.5 for 2 rounds, and that's starting. It can go up to 5%. I believe 5%. I don't know if it goes more because it kind of just stops right here at the bottom of the screen. It's not like a full box, and no matter what I do with my screen, it stays there. But given that it has this DMG after it, I'm guessing that's going to be damage mitigation, so I'm guessing it goes up to 5%. If the developers could slightly move that up just so that we could see the bottom of the box, that would make it a little bit easier for us to know. So let's go to the next guy. We're going to go Kin. And as you can see, this is already giving a huge advantage to whoever does this. So Kin has Hidden Blades, Void Cut. Attacks an enemy 3 times in a row, dealing 120% damage, weapons damage each time to a random enemy target. So it goes up to 120%. That's having it maxed out again. Same thing with this guy. Have it maxed out at 120. Go to the t-shirt in the bottom corner. Go to his new look, which is essentially a Jedi Samurai. And if you look at the skill, Hidden Blade, Void Cut. Same thing, attacking 3 enemies in a row, dealing 108%. That's the first level of damage, but it goes all the way up to 180%. So it's my last one, maxed out, is 120%. This one maxed out is 180%. But it also adds an additional part. It is each attack makes the target take 4% more weapons damage lasting 2 rounds. Sweet. Question for, again, the developers. It says 4%, cool. But then you get to the end and it says damage mitigation. Shouldn't that be weapons damage? Because the weapons damage would be more damage. Damage mitigation is going to be like protection. So I'm not really sure why it's labeled that way. So that would be good to have some clarification there as well. But either way, it gives you another skill that goes along with him. And it gives his first part of this skill a pretty big increase. What is that? 60% increase on the first part as well. So that is what we have for Kin. And now we have, I call her Chai or Chi depending on when I see her, but Chichiro. And as you can see, I don't use her. So I don't know why they went with this particular hero. I haven't seen her in a lot of good lineups. And same as Kin, they're 4 skill heroes. Maybe this is just so you have another option besides Harman. So I don't know. But with her skill, you have Unsheath. Now it deals 102% weapons damage to front row enemies. Another reason why I don't have her is a lot of times the big damage dealers are in the back row. So she's dealing damage to the front row enemies, and it starts at 102. I only have it on level 1. Starts at 102, goes up to 170. So just remember that 170. Now if we go to the new version of her, it is going to be, starts at 153, and it maxes out at 255. So the original max out was 170. It goes up to 255 now. And on top of that, it also makes targets with a shield take 10% more damage, up to 20% damage bonus against shield opponents. So basically, because she's hitting the front row anyway, she's going to be doing additional damage to people that have a shield on the front row, which kind of promotes the new layout that we've been doing with heroes, where you do have a tank on the front row, but you also put a tank on the back row. Somebody with lower AGI that they can hit, or somebody that you put mind control on. So it's going to cause people to hit that guy instead of your other attackers. That's going to be able to kind of make it so she's not hitting that front row guy that much. So she doesn't hit back row, so I guess just throw your shields back there and you can avoid this. But that's what her skill is. And now we have to look at, all right, what does the skill cost? What information do we know about it? Couple things that I have trouble with on this. And I'm going to show you. One is right here in this acquire button. Let's just hit it. Let's look at this part. This is my first problem with this, okay? You have her permanent version of her skin. Cool. But you also have temporary versions. You have 30 days, 15, and 3 days. For all of them, it just says go to the trade center. So we're going to go to the trade center, sure. Well, in the trade center, you go to skin shop, and this is what you have. It's not anywhere else. Like, you can't just like buy it regular down here. There's nowhere else. You just go to the skin shop, and that's where it is. If you go to click buy, it says insufficient currency. I've looked everywhere for this. I have not found this currency anywhere else except for buying it. So if you click on super value pack right here, here's you buying it. Let's just go to 1 coin. Math is easier this way. 1 coin is $1. So if Harman takes 1,000 coins, he's $1,000 to get his new skin. And that's insane. it just blows my mind, because if you were to buy another game, like an actual like mainstream whatever, Harry Potter, Call of Duty, whatever the case is, you're paying like $70 for the game, and then the DLCs are what, $30 at most. You can get skins and stuff in those games that may cost a little bit more, but $1,000? Never have I heard that before. For the other two, it is lower, but I mean, like, grain of salt, it's not that much lower. It's still, you get 3 for $1. So you're spending what, 330 some odd dollars for getting their skin instead of 1,000. So cool. But you're most likely going to be getting Harmon, since he's the 5-skill hero, and his is $1,000. So that's crazy. Next thing is, remember how it said temporary? What's the $1,000 for? It doesn't say. You click on it, it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say permanent on this anywhere. It just says that you can buy these coins. So if the developers can put on here that this is a permanent buy, that'd be great. I'm assuming that the temporary things are going to be skins that you can earn in events, because they have that, like they do with the Fortress skins. You can win those things when you spin the wheel, or whatever the case is. You can win them in events. I'm assuming that's what these are going to be. And then you can temporarily see that it makes you badass, and then you want to buy them. Right now, they're just for the heavy spenders, though. I don't know a lot of people that are going to be putting a lot of money into this, nor do I think we should have to spend $1,000 on it. I feel like there should be other ways to earn this. Most games, including this one, have a way to grind your way into getting these things, and for free-to-play players. But it's not an option as far as I've seen. Guys, that's all we know so far on this new feature. Until more people buy it and start experimenting with it, we won't know anymore. So if somebody does see this that has been using this, couple questions for you. One, is it temporary or permanent when you buy it for 1,000? Or any of these, are they temporary or permanent? The next thing is, are you able to scout somebody that has it? When you're in battle with somebody, is it going to flag it and be like, hey, this guy's also wearing these? Like, we could see the cars, for example. Is there going to be a spot for this? Or are we only going to be able to see it if we click on the combat report and hit the play button, and they're going to look different? You know, is that the only place we're going to actually see this? So it's going to be interesting to find that out. The next thing would be Kin's skills. His skills just aren't clear. You know, you have what we said before, where there's the damage mitigation thing. But then if you look, you know, it's damage mitigation versus weapon damage. But if you look at this, what it says, each attack makes the target take 4% more weapons damage lasting 2 rounds. Need a little clarity on that too, because it says he attacks the enemy 3 times in a row. Is each one of those attacks also 4%, or is his special just one attack altogether? So I'm kind of curious to know what that would be, and that's just my personal question on this. But if you guys know any information on any of that stuff, it would be great to know, because we're just learning from each other. It's a community, and I try to give you guys as much information as I have, and this is what I've learned on this so far. So any resources or information you guys got on it, if you could leave it in the comments for us, and I'll update the Discord, and I'll update the description for the people that, you know, come in after this, and that way everybody gets the same information. So just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you on my next